Hey up collective collectors, welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time here, welcome. Finally got round to opening the geyperman general accessory and equipment catalogue. Now 99% of these figures are going to be recognisable to you because they basically do just mimic the Action Man catalogues, but there is one or two that stand out, and they're the ones that I want to sort of focus on today. And this figure is just one of those that stand out, the Moto Ristara. Absolutely brilliant looking figure, and I just feel that he would have never have been in the military. He's more like in the private sector, racing around on his bike, maybe dispatching information. And then we have our Adventurero Negro.
What the fuck, man? Who you calling Negro?
As I move diagonally across the page, the Mountain Rescue, basically exactly the same as the one we know and love from Action Man, and the Polar Explorer again. There's going to be one or two small differences, maybe the little badge that's on his chest there. Could have been like a geyperman rather than Action Man. Or I think one or two of them had the Union flag on. But one that does really stand out for me has to be this tank commander or tank soldier. Absolutely brilliant outfit. Love the fact that it's blue. Love it. And again, we see there is no jacket with fur lining, fur hood. It's a totally different outfit completely, and it just works. You can imagine him having to jump out, get dirty, get dusty, get back in, move on. But he's proper up for action. And then, of course, the Australian Explorer, which we can basically date this from this outfit, because we know that there was many variations of this figure, and the long trousers was the later one in the late 70s. And of course, let's not forget our Grenadiero and our Cadet. Also represented in the photo is the boxed figure Cadet, and the translation is basically dressed dolls, and you know we don't like using that word, but looks like geyperman's quite happy to actually publish it in an illustrated picture. Another classic, one of the soldiers of the world, the British Commando. And what a great figure. And what I love about this illustration is they've got him supping on a brew. Brilliant, isn't it? That is just typical, I suppose, but it's what it is. Now, there's something here that's slightly confusing me, is the British paratrooper with his black beret. Now, we all know that the paratroop regiment have to earn that. They have to earn that beret and the red beret, and to be wearing a black beret just says that he's not quite there yet. But it is what it is. This is why we love looking at different variations of the characters. Really good. And then there's our German officer at the top there. And our Royal Mounted Canadian Police. Brilliant figure. Everybody should have one. Everybody needs one. German Stormtrooper. And here's our Scout Car Commander, exactly the same as what we had. Nothing different there. And there is our officer, our German officer. As we have a quick scroll down to the bottom, we see our Marine, our USA Marine, American Marine, our scuba diver, and another soldier of the world, the Rushke, or the Russo soldier, Russian soldier. Again, the Daredevil in all his glory. One of my all-time favourite figures is the Deep Sea Diver, the equipment pack, which is always full of stuff. I've noticed a difference in this pack compared to the UK pack is the helmet is completely different. Everything else seems the same. If you can make out anything else, let me know. But the helmet is definitely different because we normally have the British Commando helmet, you know, the green one. It's a lot flatter than that. Then we have our field radio, which is always a must for our valued communication procedures. Well, what a nice page this is. Two different horses that I haven't seen before, but I have got a brown saddle in my archive box. But look in the back there, that white and brown horse. How nice is that? Exactly the same mould as the black-brown Action Man horse. But these two, I just really like them. Like to see them in the flesh. I think they're such a nice thing. And then we have our Indian kayak canoe. Really nice thing. Again, something that we never had here. Then we move up to our TP, Indian TP. Again, don't recall seeing it. And then also next to that is another Indian equipment pack. It's got so many nice things in, but again, don't recall any of that Indian stuff or the 2 horses. Obviously, we go to our cavalryman, our sergeant there, looking very good, very cool indeed. But yeah, the Indian stuff. Yeah, if you know much about these Indian equipment packs, let me know, because I find them quite intriguing. Check this out. As we pull up into this page, you'll recognise some of these bikes, but they just come under a different title. So you'll know the sidecars, you'll know both those sidecars and motorbikes, Dispatch Rider and African Core. The police bike this is a completely different variation. It is the same bike, both the police bike and the moto sport bike, but look at the fairing on the police bike. Totally different, makes it look a completely different animal. And the same with the sports bike. There is a lot going off there that is different, but there's a lot that's the same. Great bikes, really nice. Wouldn't it be nice to have all them in your vehicle motor pool? Then we have our Power Hog, this is on my to want list, and I have got one in the pipeline. It's just a case of going and fetching it. We've got our Scorpion tank, helicopter, you know all these, Land Rover, operations tent, but this one for me, and it nice. I really, really like this. It's sort of more civilian based, maybe adventurous. You can imagine him going on a Egyptian dig, looking for artifacts, and he's just writing his notes up at the end of the day. What a nice thing, eh? Nice thing. So you join us now on our last page of the geyperman equipment catalogue. And what I like about this last page is we see our Indian Brave here, but he's got some different bits and bobs with him. And we also have our cowboy, not the Davy Crockett character that was in the kayak or the canoe. If we went back a couple of pages, you'd notice that he had a completely different hat on and outfit, and I quite like that outfit. Again, I don't recall seeing it, but it seemed to be one of the standout characters for geyperman. Now, if we were to compare our cowboy figure with this cowboy figure, I believe our cowboy has the red and white check shirt, and this one is the black and white check shirt. I actually have one of these shirts, and it was in that job lot, and I wasn't sure where it was from or what it was, and I guess this just guarantees it's a geyperman cowboy shirt. But yeah, so along with our other Indian figures, we get a more variety with some more to add to, especially with that Davy Crockett one. I quite like that. It's a nice figure. Right, let's punch back in and have a quick look at our UN soldier and our military police. Military police is a classic for geyperman. Really nice. Early versions are knocking around for around £100. So if you can get one, pick one up. And he is also normally the Tom Stone sort of figure. The ones I've seen have been Tom Stone figure anyway. And for me, if I could get one, I think that'd be one I'd like to get. But there's so many. As I sort of look through this sheet, there's so many. And I don't know. I think if I was to get another one, it'd be the Moto Restar, or they also call it the Moto Pilot. So as I move up, we have our commando, our green beret, brown-eyed, handsome Spanish Adonis, standing proud in his camo gear, looking very, very cool indeed. Really nice figure. I like this a lot. And then over to the right-hand side there, you have next to him the rescue unit. To me, it looks like a very similar outfit, other than the fact that this guy's more non-military. But yeah, again, another really nice couple of figures. Rescue unit, I don't think we have that, but it wouldn't be a hard figure to make up for yourself. And the commando, obviously, we do get. But I don't know if it's in that outfit. I need to check my book. But if you know any better, let me know in them comments down there below. Well, have we saved the best till last? Our Aventurado and our helicopter pilot, or piloto. Two really, really nice figures. The helicopter pilot you're going to know straight off the bat. But look at the variation in the helmet. How cool is that? I absolutely pigging love it. It's the same figure, just a different helmet. And look how it mixes things up, makes it look so different. And the Aventurado, which is obviously, I'm a little bit biased because I actually have this figure. Really nice looking figure, really, really well put together. Love the big brown eyes, love everything about the Spanish stuff. And this one that I have is not the traditional body. The traditional body is when we go back to our hybrid stuff. But obviously without the eagle eyes. Really nice. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at the geyperman equipment catalogue, which you should get with every geyperman that you purchase. It's just one of them added bumps, information and advertisements for you to continue with your collection of geypermen. And why wouldn't you want to? Absolutely brilliant. So with that said and done, there's one thing left to do, and that's get out and collect. Till next time, keep collecting.